Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money. I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
Do you have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life, forever.
YouTube, what's going on? So check this out. As you can tell from the title of the video, it's self-explanatory. I'm just going to be basically breaking down pretty much like beneficial ways to help the upcoming youth, especially in men, young men around my age, around early 20s. This can even be beneficial for men that's in their up in the ages, you feel me? Or young boys, you feel me? Young teenagers or preteens, or even if you were in elementary school, just for boys in general, right? Catch some hate or maybe disturbing comments or whatever. Do I care? Personally not, because like I said, these ways that I'm going to explain to you are ways that work for me, and it's been working for me to now. As you can see, good teeth, hair looking good, skin looking good, exercise, take care of myself. I'm doing what I got to do. Nobody said that I'm living the most luxurious life. Do I care about living the most luxurious life? No. Where I'm at right now is where I stand. That's nature. I don't care about being in no luxurious building. I don't care about being in no luxurious car. I don't care. I really don't. And I'm just starting it off like this. I don't really care to have 10 cars because I'm one person. What the fuck I need 10 cars for? I don't care to have a gigantic house with 10 rooms. I'm only one person. What the hell I need with 10 rooms? I don't care about having a massive amount of clothes when all I can wear is one outfit. I don't give a fuck. Like, simple. Like, I can only wear one pair of shoes. What do I need 30 pairs to 100 pair of shoes for? You know what I'm saying? I can only wear one pair of shoes at a time. Simple. So we like it's just like basically going back to more natural and traditional ways of living, and the ways that, our ancestors and, they thrive with, and it worked for them for a very long time. So let's get into it. So these are not going to be in order. I'm just going to say them. So the first way that I will say for young boys, and young boys or men in general or boys to thrive, is first I'm going to go ahead and get the number one out the way. Even though I said it's not in order, this is not in order, but I'm going to just say one, right? This is one. Women. All right, so look. Like I said, it's not in order, so don't get on my head. Women. So listen. First of all, I know it's a norm. I know it's a norm that's in school. It was like this when I was a kid, and it probably was like this when my parents were kids too, because obviously the high amount of having kids, you know what I'm saying, through whatever it is, through lust, through just living in the moment, whatever, I'm gonna say it like this. For the young boys that's still in middle school, elementary, and high school, or even as low as the daycare, because like I said, these kids are growing up a little bit too fast. It's okay to be a virgin. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a virgin. Like, everybody around you that keeps pointing at you and making you feel like something's wrong with you for being a virgin, actually, you're doing a lot better than the folks that are around you. It's okay to be a virgin. You don't need to experience in those type of fields anyway. What you need to be doing is having fun, exercising, meeting friends that on the same, I wouldn't just say same, the same level, and what I mean by same level, I'm not talking about of status or anything. I mean you know what I'm saying, to have the same goals, same hobbies, y'all draw, y'all like to go in nature, y'all like to play sports, you know what I'm saying, having fun, pretty much having memories that you can look back on when you're you know what I'm saying, later on in life, than having to look back and look at the nightmares because you were rushed and everybody around you was rushing you to do certain things in life, and you ended up having a kid in middle school or high school, and you looking back at it like, dang, you know what I'm saying, I had a kid so young, and I wasn't even really financially stable, mentally stable, emotionally, all that. You feel me? You still got a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn, but I pick up on, I'm the type of person like, yeah, I can be rebellious at times. Yes, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are all, like, at times, all humans have rebellious traits. You feel me? But at the same time, I learn from mistakes. You feel me? I'm looking at it all. I'm looking at how your skin look. I'm looking at how your teeth look. I'm looking at how you live your everyday life. I'm looking at it all. And I will study it down to the T. I don't just look at you and just judge based off. No, I will study it down to the T. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. And what I mean by women, I'm saying, like, you know, goes back to what I was saying about the youth, to the young boys. Listen, what I mean about women, it basically what I just said. Don't feel peer pressure that you have to rush into, you know, doing grown things. Another thing with it, you feel me? Don't feel like you have to change your appearance or look a certain type of way or get a certain job or ask your parents to, you know what I'm saying, work extra hours. Well, you're not going to ask them that, but that's something they're probably going to do because they feel bad about you, you know what I'm saying, not looking or having the same looking clothes or designer clothes as other kids in school. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time it be women encouraging the shit in school because it'll be other dudes in school, you know what I'm saying, other boys that'll be picking on you, but the females encourage it because the dudes are trying to look, I guess, quote unquote good or look quote unquote, you know, a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying, more masculine or whatever in school and make females jealous. That also goes in college too, but I'm talking about, I'm especially speaking to the younger ones because, you know, by that time you don't really know, and it's not really a lot of good role models these days at all. I don't see any. I don't see any. No, like we have men that are in their 30s and 40s still operating. You know what I'm saying? Their body may have grown, but here they still think like a 15. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna give them that much credit. They thinking like they're 9 years old, 10. You know, 9 years young, 10 years young. So, like I'm saying, so don't feel like you have to change the way you are. Change the way you look or anything. Go with what makes you feel, you know what I'm saying, happy. What makes you, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you, you know what I'm saying, smile at the end of the day. Spend as much time as you can with your family, you feel me? Back to what I was saying about the women, the peer pressuring into the, you know, the tattoos, the smoking, the drinking, the different drugs that they have, peer pressuring and like, shoot, even having you know, children early, you know, or going to certain parties or things like that, or skipping school or things like that. Don't do it. You don't have to, like I said, at the end of the day, people are going to have their fun early. You may look at it and be like, dang, I'm missing out. No, you're not. Because trust me, later on down the line, they're going to be struggling. All the women that's doing the OnlyFans and the how can I say it? The OnlyFans and the, you know, trying to get the get rich quick schemes and going from man to man, you know, just being a gold digger or whatever, that's going to catch up on them. And like I said, later on in life, it's going to be a lot harder for them. You know what I'm saying? So like that goes back to what I was saying. All the partying and everything that they're doing now, you may think that you're missing out, but you're not missing out. Trust me. You feel me? Focus on your health. Focus on building your empire and your future generational empire. Break generational curses by, you know what I'm saying, reversing cycles like high blood pressure and all those different things that, you know, diseases that your family, your aunt, dang, I'm sorry, I'm speaking too fast. Older, like your elders and things like that, grandparents had, you reverse them. Eat healthier, exercise, do yoga, meditate, go outdoors. Stay, you know, if you're going to use these devices, use it to benefit you. Learn, study, you feel me? Use it for educational purposes and not entertain, not you know, you shouldn't be using it for more entertainment purposes than educational purpose, you feel me? So things like that, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, a lot of the people you see now that's balling, wearing designer, doing all this, later on the exposing will happen. And like I said, most of those people that are, you know, belittling you and, you know, especially the women, belittling you, putting you down, things like that, they're going to be the ones with their hands out later on in life. like I said, and it sucks that it has to be that way, because me personally, the way I am, I'm forgiving, but I don't forget. So I don't really like to say that you're going to get the last laugh, but you're going to get the last laugh. And that's just what it is. It's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a life lesson. And I hope a lot of younger women are learning from this and not just listening to your single mom that didn't really learn much in life and just going strictly off emotion. Yeah, it gets real out here. You feel me? So yeah. So that's number one, women. On to the next. I'm gonna do 3. This is health. Number 2, health. Listen, it is very important. Now, like I said, I understand that a lot of, and this is me giving the advice to the youth. I understand that, you know, you got to do what you got to do in when it comes to jobs, when it comes to building your portfolio, when it comes to getting a career in life and trying to figure yourself out in life. I understand that, but you got to start from somewhere. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't start. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's hard. It's going to be hard. It's meant to be hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to be easy. It's not going to be as rewarding when you get there because it was so easy. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the wild. Think about the wild animals. You think that they got stores to go shopping at? No, they have to go hunt for their own food. Especially a lot of predators are majority of the time they're hunting for food. You feel me? That's the circle of life. So don't you think that, you know, with it being handed to them all the time, let's say it was that hand was cut off and they don't have that access anymore. How you think they're gonna feed themselves and survive? They're not gonna know how to, because they were stripped from that. You have to, it's about it. When it comes down to it, it's about health. So let me tell you what I mean about health. And what I mean by health is your wealth. Check this out. When it comes to these jobs, right? I'm gonna use this as an example. A lot of these different jobs, you know, you may get forced into. You may have certain parents tell you that, you know, your parents tell you that you gotta do this and that. Honestly, they're not doing it because they don't love you. They're not doing it because they don't want to see you succeed. A lot of times they're teaching you ways on how to sustain yourself a way that they wish they could have, but they either probably didn't get a chance to because they was, you know, fooling around early and made mistakes like we all do, but made big mistakes that actually, you know, later on affected them. But, you know, they just trying to, you know, they're helping you out. This is what I'm gonna say. You will never know what you want to do until you give things a try. So I say, when you're young, dibble and dabble in everything. You feel me? Dibble and dabble in everything. Not saying go from job to job to job, but I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Just experience, keep learning, keep. You got a long life ahead of you, especially when I'm about to break down to you. You have a long life ahead of you. Accidents happen, that's one thing, but if you are, you know, doing the right things, you're gonna live a long, happy life. So look, with these jobs, you got different job places, like not places, but let's say dealing with a schedule, overnight shift, not healthy at all. I'm gonna let you know that now. If there's a way that you can find a job that's not working overnight, to you young men out there, you know what I'm saying? Probably not even really speaking to like the younger guys right now, because I'm talking about like the people that's in school, like, you know, middle school, elementary, maybe even high school, because you're still focusing on school. Not saying that you shouldn't be, you know, making money, because you can establish yourself early, but I'm saying, like, especially when you get out of school and whenever you start making those decisions and choices in life, if you choose the workforce, I wouldn't advise you to go overnight. If you can find something different, do that, because I know a lot about health, and I know that working overnight, you know, it's not natural. And with it not being natural, like I said, the way life is supposed to be, you rise with the sun, you set with the sun. So you working overnight is basically you going against life itself, going against the way nature designed you to be. So it causes problems later on down the line. That's one thing when it comes to health. Another thing with these different jobs, try to find more natural jobs like dealing with outdoors, I understand you may be probably a little, if you are a little nervous, the big bugs and pests and things like that. But like I said, nobody said you had to be going out there petting it or getting close to it. You can move out the way, you can sway, you know what I'm saying, you should be healthy, you should be already exercising, so you should be able to get away from certain things. But it's like, you can't avoid everything in life, and you can't stay in the house forever. So, you can't avoid everything. Like me personally, I ain't gonna say I don't like bees. I love bees. I don't really love wasps or hornets, but it's part of nature. I don't want to get stung by it, but I haven't been stung since I was younger. I only been stung one time, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Being stung is I ain't gonna say one of my fears, but I definitely don't want to get stung. As long as I can avoid it, I will. But maybe one time in my life I may get stung a couple times, or maybe a few times. It is what it is. It comes with life. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't avoid everything. So like I said, find more natural jobs, farming, dealing with animals, whatever other type of jobs it is. Me personally, I'm dealing with the farming aspect. I'm still learning about different natural ways of living and different things like that. They got different trades you could do. You could be people out here that's studying, like going to different places and traveling and learning about different cultures and stuff like that. You could do it all. It's more natural things you could be trying to do. I'm not saying that everybody may be fit for it or may be putting the opportunity up front. But like I said, later on down the line, the more you have to work to where you got to get work to get that position. But you don't want to be working those overnight shifts and working these jobs. And I'm about to tell you, like plant jobs or factory jobs, like regardless of whatever a lot of people may tell you, those jobs are higher risk of cancer, higher risk of being unhealthy. Reason why I say that is because of the different fumes, chemicals, toxins that's being put in the air, and everybody eventually, we all getting affected by it. But at the same time, you're being 10 times affected by it because you're working at the plant itself. All that protective gear ain't gonna save you. So it comes into it. But like I said, if you are working there or you have to, and that's what you got to do, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do, but create a plan so you can get up out of that position. You don't have to be working there anymore. You could be doing something more natural, and you could be giving back to nature and pretty much just living a natural lifestyle like we're supposed to be living, and it'll put a smile on your face, you feel me? So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, health. Now, when it comes down to health, also, you need to be exercising, training, keeping your body in shape, eating healthy. A lot of those people out there that is trying to lose weight, they think that they can keep eating the same foods they're eating, or even tone down the foods they're eating, or stop eating carbs, or stop eating sugar, or stop eating meat, or stop doing this. No, it starts in the kitchen. It doesn't start from exercise. That is going to contribute to it, but it starts in the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes down to the way I eat, is I choose that for me, based off my lifestyle and pretty much the way, how long I plan on living, and what it's been doing for my skin, what it's been doing for me mentally, and it's been working for me. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should give it a try. And I'm not finna explain what I'm doing, the way I eat and my lifestyle on this video. I have plenty of other videos explaining it on this channel. You just got to go find them. But yeah, so eat healthy. Eating healthy fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. If you eat meat, make sure your meat is coming from a dairy, a farm that that are not what's it called? Torturing those animals, not shooting them with different types of hormones, trying to make them grow faster, make them reproduce faster and all that. Make sure you know who the farmer is, you feel me? Make sure you're getting it from somebody that knows what they're doing, and particularly a farmer, because it's best to either raise them yourself if you're dealing with meat and you're going to be eating meat, or Second is going to be associating with a farmer. But going to these stores and trying to buy, all when you go into the stores, it don't matter if it's even a fresh what's it called, what they call a farmer's market or local, it doesn't matter. Same thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, same thing. I can go deep into about, my different, not even just theories, these are proven facts that I can go into that you can do your own research on, but I do that in a separate video. I've done it in a lot of videos, especially my videos back in 2023, but we stand here for right now. I know how my brain, I ramble and keep going, in circles. So yeah, health. That goes, like I was just saying about the meat. Make sure you know where you getting it from a farmer or raising them yourself. Another thing, when it comes to the fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, that goes to the same thing. Either grow it yourself or make friends with a farmer. See, me personally, I'm getting more. So I met a farmer back in 2022. No, 2023. 2022, right? And 2022, I probably only got from that person one time. I think I got a watermelon, right? Just to test it out. I was kind of curious on, about that, because like I said, I wasn't like programmed, but I was like trying to choose the farmer that I was going to associate myself with, make sure they're following, being righteous about how they're growing their fruits too, because just because you met a farmer don't mean they ain't spraying their fruits and all that, and things like spraying their crops with herbicides, pesticides, insecticides. So you still gotta, get into that. So when I met this farmer, been locked in ever since. So majority of the time what I'm doing is, if I'm not growing it, I'm going to a farmer for it. That's your best opportunity. And it's best to, spend your money with a farmer or barter and trade. You could do that if other farmers is down to do that, but it's better to spend your money with them and keep them up and going so they can keep reproducing fruit and invest in more equipment and get more people, hire more people to work on the farm, then keep going after these chains of not chains of command, but like places like Walmart and these Sam's and all these different other places that got all these fruits that's been sprayed, that don't have no seeds, that is GMO, and it's not good for you. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I could go deep into that too, but stay focused. So yeah, so it comes down eating healthy, taking care of your body. Like I said, I've been learning. It feels so good right now. Like, as you can see, the sun is beaming. It feels great. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm loving. I might even, after this video, I might even come ride my bike, man. It feels like I'm in Florida right now. But look, so incorporate yoga into your life too. This is still in the health topic. Incorporate yoga into your life. Yoga is very beneficial for you. Yoga is not just stretching. Yoga is a relaxation of the mind, body, and soul. You know what I'm saying? You're not only just, stretching your body out and holding those poses for a while. You're also getting into meditative states, so you can, you can learn more about your body. It's very spiritual. I feel like you should you will learn more about yoga. I can't tell you everything about it because I'm not a yoga master or anything, but I can recommend you somebody. Yoga with Bird. Yoga with Bird, B-I-R-D, not B-Y-R-D, but B-I-R-D. Yoga with Bird. She'll put you more on game. That's just one of the people that I go to when it comes to yoga. And yeah, lock in with yoga, meditation, and find and like I said, I don't think that people should be independent like all the time, because nobody wants to truly be alone. Lock in with your family. That's a good way of staying happy and staying healthy. You know what I'm saying? It'll add more years to your life. Shout out to Dr. Bobby Price, because he put me on game about that. You know what I'm saying? You can add more years to your life, not feeling alone, not, knowing that somebody's there, and not even just to hand you things all the time, but just there emotionally and mentally, and just there for you, that you could talk to, and they can talk to you, you could talk to them, and just, have a, be able to work out with them, or whatever, talk about things, talk about life. It's a good feeling, lock in with family, or try, or eventually you may come across people. No, you're not may, but you will, especially if you're aligned with your purpose. You'll eventually end up, finding like-minded people that's, probably not on the same type of moving in the same direction as you, but at the same time they got good head on their shoulders, and you don't have to be around toxic people like in these certain workforces that some people have no choice of being in. So, and that's that. What else? Yeah, like meditation, getting to know good people and being outside of nature. Vitamin D, a lot of people like that. People take pills for it and go to the doctor and they get injections or whatever for it. No, it's nothing more natural than the sun. Go outside in the sun, go sit in it, go play in it, go sweat in it, go have fun in it. You feel me? I'm grateful for having the sun here to make, you see how green the grass is and everything, the trees. I mean, like I said, I'm still kind of in like winter right now. It's not really spring just yet, but you can see like leaves and stuff is growing back, and it's finna be a lot more life back in these trees and in the grass, and flowers finna start blooming. So it's finna start getting real beautiful around here. Not like nature ain't beautiful, but you know what I mean. You feel me? It's finna get very colorful. And so it's like, get back in nature, Nobody said you had to go out and start petting bears and, sit next to crocodiles, or thinking that, you could just walk in a lion, amongst the lion pride, and just think that you could sit next to them and think that they, if they're not hungry, if they are hungry, they're not going to choose to put you on their plate. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, go outside, run, jog. You could even sit outdoors like I'm doing right now. You feel me? Go spend time outdoors. It's good for your mind, body, and soul, and it's also good for your skin and everything else that goes along with it. So yeah, that's health. That's number 2. Number 1 was females. Number 2 was health. Now we finna get on to number 3. Number 3, I'm gonna say finances. Now, like I said, this is only 3. There's obviously more. I'm not gonna say I couldn't really think of any more, but I'm just giving you the 3 that came to my mind that I felt like that was important, that I need to go ahead and topic. Finances. Now, when it comes to money, I'm not the type of person that just despises money and just says, look at currency and look at money and just say, you know what, I don't like money, and I'm living in poverty, living poor and stuff like that. I'm not finna just, and there's nothing wrong with that type of living, because like I said, those people don't have to wake up and go to work. Those people don't have to be told what to do all the time. Those people are really free. But at the same time, the lack of resources, the lack of food, the lack of empathy in the world we live in, and the lack of love, and the lack of shelter and clothing and things like that could be a case. So it's like, I don't despise money. Money is energy. It's a low form of energy, but at the same time, it's energy. So I feel like, especially for the young men, especially if you're making money, I'm gonna say save your money. Now, when I say save your money, I'm gonna say save your money and also have a plan. Now, when you have money, depending on your situation, you can save some, but some may actually take those risks and invest. There's risk in saving too. There's risk in saving, there's risk in investing, there's risk everywhere. But at the same time, I'm gonna say save. Now, I'm gonna say save, but is that the only thing I'm gonna say? No. I'm gonna say save to invest. Now, nobody said just get a couple paychecks and just go invest in something and not have a backup money to support you, just in case. Not even just in case it doesn't go right, but just in case, like, you know what I'm saying, you got, if that money if you don't grow your own food, or if you don't have access to clean water supply or things like that, or if you're not going to have money for the rent or anything, you're obviously not just going to, you know, spend all that money and not have, you know, money to take care of those things, right? Those things that I just named. So like I said, save your money. You don't need anything. One way that helps me with saving money, ask yourself, do you really need it? If it's a want, it can wait. If it's a need, then it's a necessity. Now, needs are different. Needs are, when it comes to needs, you got food, you got water, you got shelter, you got clothing. Now, when it comes to clothing, well, it depends on where you at, because you can throw fire in there too. You know what I'm saying? Like fire, what I mean, like, you know, wood for fireplace or wood for keeping warm in colder climates, but clothing too, right? So I'm gonna say this. When I say clothing, that doesn't mean go out and spend excessive lots of loads of money on outfits. Like I said, this shirt right here, this shirt was probably like what, $5, and this was last year. These shorts that I got on, these were free. These were graduation shorts that I got back in 2021. These socks, I probably had them for a couple years, probably since high school. The slides I got on, I think I got these last year, and these really weren't that much. You feel me? They probably were like what, $30 maybe. And a lot of my clothes in my closet are, a lot of them are hand-me-downs from my little brothers. And because like I said, I slimmed down in size, so I was able to fit their clothes. And at the same time, a lot of those clothes, I had those since middle school, high school, you feel me? I wasn't brought up to, you know, have a new pair of shoes every school year, or a new pair of shoes every other week, or every time a new pair of shoes come out. I was actually raised, you know what I'm saying, to know the value of life, vice versa, social norms. You feel me? So shout out to my stepmom. I said my stepmom. I'm tripping. Shout out to my mom and my stepdad. You feel me? Of their raising me. You feel me? And yeah, simple. I love them both. Locked in. So like I was saying though, with finances, you feel me? And then you got shelter. Obviously, you're gonna, you know, the roof over your head. You know, as long as you got a roof over your head, you good. You know, the food and water. Take care of those things. And other than that, you good. You don't need a Netflix subscription. You don't need all that other stuff. You just, you know, the necessities. Everything else comes as optional. You know, it's really optional. You feel me? You don't really need it. So, that's that. Now, when it comes down to like what I was saying about saving for investments, that's where the plan comes in. Because with your plan, you know, you may be working at a job that you don't want to work at. But what makes you keep going at that job is the plan. See, a lot of people just get comfortable at a job because of the pay. And they'd just be comfortable at their job and just gave up on whatever they had going on. And they just comfortable with it. They just gonna be working there, and that's that. You should always be striving for better. You know what I'm saying? You should always be striving for better. Growth is endless and it's infinite. It keeps going. Growth. There is no stop with your growth. You always keep growing. Even when you 70, 80, 90, it doesn't matter. You feel me? Like I said, especially the lifestyle that I'm recommending you, it's really like you're aging backwards, because you're youth forever. You're going to be youth forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll be an elder. Yeah, others may look at you as old or whatever, but the way you operate, the way you look, the way you feel, you don't feel like no elder. You feel me? So, like I was saying though, save, invest, you know, make smart decisions. Now, if you still stay with your parents, that's fine. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm currently still with my parents. You feel me? It's not that I'm just figuring it out. I know what I want to do in life, but I'm helping parents out by with you know, bills, and then I'm also I can actually put more back instead of just living paycheck to paycheck. Now, not a lot of parents do that for their children, but I feel like, you know, especially if you love your children, you're going to do that. Now, just a lazy bum that just sits there all day and just, you know, lives off their parents and not trying to do anything good for themselves, not trying to build for themselves, you know, that's a different thing. But like if you're actually trying to, you know, get get ahead, not of anybody else, but get ahead, you know, when it comes to your career and your lifestyle, hey, you know, you gonna do what you got to do. And that's what it's going to be. When I say finances, I just put that in there as a third, I ain't gonna say necessity, but I'm gonna say when it comes to, like, when I'm speaking to the youth or speaking to men, finances, you feel me? I can't say everything. I can't put everything in one video, but I definitely can break it down to you in a broad understanding of the way it's being given to me right now. This is not written. As you can tell, there is no paper, no nothing. This is just coming off the dome. So I may mess up in certain wording or something like that, or stumble on some words, or maybe miss a few points. That's fine. You know, I can't say everything. That's why we all work together as a collective, because what I don't know, the next person may know. What the next person don't know, I may know. You feel me? So that's why we all work together like that. But yeah, so one big thing too when it comes to finances, I'm gonna say this. Don't let everybody know what you got planned. Sometimes that includes family members. Don't let everybody know what you got planned, because like I said, certain people's failures, certain people's fears, and certain people's mistakes will try it. When they're explaining it to you, not a lot of times they know they're doing it, but they're creating this gap of, not this gap, but they putting, it's like a fear mechanism that's being, that they're displaying, right? A fear mechanism that they're displaying. And you may look at it, and sometimes people turn the other cheek and just look elsewhere when whatever they were trying to do, that's what they were trying to do. And then they learn later on in life why they didn't start early, because they were listening to other people. Now, it's not that though. It's like, you know, you still want to be, that's why elders are important, because elders will let you know the real. There are some elders out here that don't really know jack shit anything. And like I said, their body may have grown, but their mind hasn't grown. But a lot of elders, like I said, that's why it's good to respect elders and cherish them, rather than just put them down for their mistakes they have in life. Because like I said, everybody's a walking a walking example, not a walking mistake, but a walking example. You can learn from anything, anywhere, or anybody. So yeah, save, invest. You know what I'm saying? If you're working at a job, if you got to get 2 jobs, do what you got to do. If you got to get 3, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing it in a, hold on, what was that? Okay. Make sure you're doing it in a healthy way, and make sure you're learning at the same time. Reading books, put the phone down for a while, put the phone down, read a book. If you got to turn on the audio book and play it in the background, put the phone down, face it down so you're not looking at the screen. Read the book as it's being read to you, or you can read it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go to the library sometimes. Go to a park, clear your mind. Go get on the swing, ride on the swing. Who cares if somebody look at you and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You're a grown man on the swing or whatever. Go to a basketball court. Go to a tennis court. Go to a soccer field. Go to a walking trail. You feel me? Go ride your bike. I know that really don't have really anything to do with finances, but you know, like I said, I could be rambling on, but yeah, like save, invest. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be all right, you know? Yeah, so finances, make sure you financially stable. Nobody said you had to be filthy rich. Nobody said you had to get over on people. Live an honest life. You feel me? Live an honest life. Don't steal, don't take from nobody, you know, don't envy nobody. Just as hard as the next person work for theirs, you can do the same, you know. Ask for advice if you need it, and if you really want it, and just live an honest life. You don't have to take from nobody, you don't have to envy nobody, you don't have to rob nobody, you don't have to be sneaky. Live an honest life. You will get far in life. There's a lot of people in these cities that really need this knowledge, because the life is so fast paced, so you don't really get a chance to slow down and learn knowledge like this. Because like me right now, I'm in a relaxed environment. The environment I am, even when I'm working a job, is in a relaxed environment. They say it's fast paced, but it's not really fast paced. Not really. it's not really fast paced as you would think it is. As they would say, it's fast paced, at least for me. Or it could be because I'm just, I don't know. The way I work, you know, I'm physically fit for a lot of these jobs. I don't know, but yeah, it's really not that really fast paced. So it's like, you know, just go at your own pace. You don't feel like you're being rushed, and yeah, just focus on the bigger picture, fellas, young men, grown men, elders. You know what I'm saying? You could be learning from anybody. You feel me? Yeah, that's really gonna conclude this video. Number 1 was women. Number 2 was health. Health is health. And number 3 was finances. Finances. Just basically going back to finances, like I was saying before I end this. If you work in a job and it's okay to work a job, you feel me? You don't have to, you know, become a rapper or, you know, go to the NBA or whatever, you know, all these different type of things. Like I said, that's not really that's I'm gonna say maybe to you is beneficial, but to others is really not, because it's just pure entertainment. And it may help certain people in certain situations, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it's just repetitive. You know what I'm saying? It's repetitive. It's no love in it. It's money driven. It's a lot of negative energy when it comes to that. So that's that being said. So like I said, it's okay to work a job. Even if you're at somewhere that you don't really want to work, it's fine. Stack your money up, save it, and invest it into your future lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The place that you're working right now, you may not want to make it a career. That's fine. Just fund your future lifestyle, and you will get there. You will make it. You feel me? Just stay focused, fellas. Another thing, practice semen retention. Basically, semen retention is basically holding in your seed. No masturbation, no protected or unprotected grown-up things with women. I don't want to say these certain words, but I might as well go and say it. No unprotected or protected sex with women. Keep your thing in your pants. Only time you need to be pulling it out is when you're washing it or when you're taking a whiz or when you're peeing. Simple. Other than that, it don't need to be out, and you don't need to be using it in those type of ways. You feel me? You'll have more energy throughout the day, throughout your life, and you'll live a long, fulfilling life, and you'll have energy floating out of this world. And if you want to be built like Goku, and you want to be feeling like Goku, and if you don't know who that is, it's Dragon Ball Z. If you want to feel like Goku, and you want to feel strong, and you want to feel like, you know what I'm saying, with your chest poked out, not on no egotistical type of, you know, like you're better than somebody else, but, you know, just on some, you know, you happy with yourself and you happy with what you accomplished, then yeah, practice semen retention. Hold it in. No need to release it. You have all the energy in the world, and you'll be forever young. So yeah, so that's wisdom coming from your boy. Hey, most people that know me call me JR. So I know I usually say Healthy Lifestyle 444. That's just the name that I live by. It's like a lifestyle. Healthy Lifestyle 444 is angel numbers. I usually see those a lot, that number on the clock, or especially around the world when when I go places, I always usually see that number. So I just said, why not add it? But yeah, call me JR. That's wisdom from your boy JR. No shade or no negativity being sent to any women out there. I'm just giving wisdom out to the younger men. This wisdom can actually be, women can actually benefit from this too. Little girls, women, elder ladies, y'all can benefit from this too. But it's like I'm speaking to the boys right now, because the boys, the men, the teenagers, they're very, very, very distracted right now. And not like everybody else isn't, but, you know, me being a man and being a boy myself, I feel like me speaking up for the men and the boys is, you know, is necessary, because I am a man. So yeah. But yeah, so it's your boy JR, or you call me Healthy Lifestyle 444, and I'm signing out. Peace. Rest in peace, Dr. Layla Africa. Rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. And I love coconuts, by the way. All right, peace.